Hello and welcome back to the Origins SMP. I am back. Now this place looks quite a bit different to the last time you saw it. Last time there wasn't nearly this much stuff done. Now I'm going to go through and explain what I've done completely off camera. I do want to go ahead and get something out the way first. I want to cut away to a little bit of a speed build. I helped build a mob grinder today. Not today. It was a few days ago. But I have the recording from it. I'm going to show you the footage of me helping build a mob grinder. Because I found all the spawners and then helped them set it up. So I'm going to cut away to that and I'll cut back in just a second. Now, welcome back. I am now in a full suit of armor. Chainmail is the best I can wear. Now, last time y'all were here, I believe I was living kind of in this area and my chests were just kind of all about. Now I actually have a full cave house. This is kind of the doorway. I love the jungle doors. The tall ones look like wings, like upside down wings, and I love it. But the inside of the house is just basically a giant tree going throughout the entire thing. There's a whole bunch of leaves, some planters. I'm working with this. I eventually want to make our own banner, kind of similar to that, in a way. I've also been working on food production, and we'll get to that in a second. I have an axolotl here. I found him in a village, and I'm kind of keeping him. I've been to the nether. You can kind of see that my nether portal is right over there. That's going to be decorated at some point. I have to get around to it. But I have like a full-on cabinet over here, and Cincinnati forges. I found these while I was in the nether. I spawn in an area where I'm really close to an abandoned city and a nether fortress. So, yeah. That's the thing. I have a trophy here. I fully decorated this room. There's nothing in here. I just made it look like a little dresser thing with another fish tank right above the bed. And then I don't have a full enchanting room yet. That is one thing I don't have. I just kind of have an enchantment table here because I'm going to make a whole separate building for that, essentially. Back here is my create stuff. I haven't really done much with it. It's just here. Now, when it comes to out here, I'm going to quickly get you guys an aerial view. I have some nether trees growing right here, which are actually going to be a part of a build. At some point, I've got to get enough of this in order for me to do that, because it takes a lot of these log pieces to make one block. And then from one block, I have to transfer that into planks, and then from planks into shingles. It's a whole thing. But even though they're not rendered in, I still have my animals down there. I have a full water source. I think last time, I don't think there was a water source here. Now there is. I have a full-on lake. I've done a whole bunch of terraforming. You can kind of see it here. We have dirt slabs and dirt stairs now. So I've been able to do a whole lot of terraforming that looks very natural, except for that. That is the one area I did not do any natural terraforming on. It is just a straight line. Because I was fed up with trying to do terraforming at that point. Because I had already done all of this, going all the way down into... This is not going to be a wheat field in the end. This was just temporary. But this goes down to here, and I wanted this entire area to be accessible on foot. I'm going to run by the animals real quick. But I wanted this whole area to be accessible, and the tree types, right now I have a lot of these trees specifically because they produce light. Not because they're going to be here in the final design. They're probably going to stay there, but I am going to blend in some other tree types eventually. Just right now, they're not here. This area, I did a lot of clearing. This is actually the reason I had to get a nether ruby shovel. I've also upgraded my axe. I have this cool enchanted iron pick. I have a semi-enchanted diamond pick. My sword has nothing on it. Also have a large backpack that holds a bit of extra stuff, along with another sword and stuff like that. So that's everything I have currently. I need to edit this tree a bit. I don't typically walk around here. I fly. So this actually gives me a good opportunity to look at everything. Up here is Food Production Central. Our food person hasn't been on in a minute, so they've needed somebody to... Okay, Rain. They needed somebody to produce food, so I started growing a massive garden. I had the stuff to do it. I was just holding off on doing it because we did have a food person originally. But yeah, there's all of that. Step number 1, I kind of want to get a greenhouse going. Because I want to get around to eventually doing some create farms, and I want a building to put that in. I was thinking about maybe embedding it into that wall. Like the front of it's going to be a greenhouse, but embedding the rest of the building into the wall. I don't know how it's going to work or anything else like that. Speaking of cobblestone, I think we are going to use cobblestone to frame out the build that we're going to be doing today. Now, when it comes to videos on the server, I'm going to keep everything I do for you guys to be very much a video, like what I'm used to doing. But when it comes to actual, like, pre-recorded stuff that I'm doing with the group, most of that is going to be muted and sped up. Why? Because a lot of people on the server can't watch their mouth. Okay. Of course, I still don't have spruce. I've been forgetting to grab it. So I'm going to ask one of the peoples that are online. There's 2 of them, and I know both of them have access to spruce. Currently, right now, we have Metro and Skior. Both of which have access to it. So it seems like Skior has some he's willing to trade me. May I ask why you were completely unmuted, sir? I can hear your fan.
Okay, I didn't know it was that loud. Hello.
Greetings.
I was about to head that way to you. So you need these?
Hold on, there's an Enderman. Yes, I need those.
There's an Enderman. Alright.
You named him Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Enderman, bro. Why are you pushing me around? I have food and I have gold. I don't know which one you want.
Half and half. Like, how much would you think would be equal to 4 saplings? I'm trying to think about that.
I'm a very generous person.
5 gold, 5 food.
I was gonna give you 10 of each, but you know that's cheaper.
Okay, 10 each. All right.
Because I'm doing pretty good on both. Thank you. I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to take it down. Don't get me wrong. I love the building. I do. I'm going to give you guys just a quick look at it. I love the building. I love how this looks. But does not feel greenhouse to me. It doesn't. So I think I'm going to take the entire thing down and restart. Okay, we are back down to stripped to nothing, essentially. I am going to do the thing that my brain is screaming at me not to do, which is just build a building out of glass. I can frame it and make it look pretty later, but I think really what I'm wanting to do is just greenhouse in the most basic format, which is just glass house. It's what my brain is screaming me to do, and every time I try to build something different, it hurts. And this is probably going to hurt, because if I mess up, I don't have silk touch in this world. So this is gonna be fun. So very much fun. Yeah, that could work. It could definitely work. Just overgrow the out of it. It covers up the fact that it's mainly made out of glass, which is the thing irking me. Is that it's mainly made out of glass. Oh, it irked me so much I fell off the podium. Okay, and there we go. Now, this is not going to stay completely plain glass before anybody says anything about all the rectangles and stuff. This is not going to stay completely glass. I am going to get some more of these and trellis them up the building entirely, as well as take this moss that is in my inventory and move that around as well, because this moss, I think, can place on regular blocks as well. I'm actually going to test that here. It can, in fact. So, is that another leaf bug? Okay, it is. So, as I'm running around, I will be just placing these jungle leaves, moss, around to help with how much glass there is. Just so I don't have so much glass. Also, I really think this boy is AFK. Bad idea to be AFK. But you know, you do you. So this is just going to trail completely up the building. It's going to slowly make its way up. Now, I've got to get this building in, which I think this is going to be mainly a completely stone building. Either that or I'm going to go wood. Oh, yeah. The stone looks so much better for it being just a shed that's off to the side. Okay. Now, off camera, whenever I get some extra time, I am most definitely gonna go in and dig out the back part of that. And finish out the roof line on the back, and actually put some farms, and actually trail that green moss, the jungle moss I have somewhere in all of my inventories. There. I'm gonna trail that all the way up. Now, also, I'm incorporating a lot of the other realms like stuff. So apparently food IRL is ready. Fun. But I'm going to be incorporating a lot of nether, a lot of end. A lot of those things are going to find sanctuary inside my base. I'm going to build around these blocks. Specifically why I chose this roofing block here is because of the nether. You can see all these trees, they're growing on soul sand. These willow trees are actually found in the nether. So I want to find like sanctuary and a blend into the overworld for these end dimension trees, these nether dimension trees. I want to blend them and make them feel a harmony inside this grove eventually. So I'm going to build out of some overworld blocks. I'm going to build out of some nether blocks. I'm going to build out of some end city blocks or just some end blocks in general. But that is going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!